Imagine you are driving your heavy-duty diesel truck and suddenly the power drops while a thick cloud of black smoke starts pouring out of your exhaust pipe. That is exactly what happens when your powertrain control module registers a P02DF code. This generic diagnostic trouble code basically tells you that your selective catalytic reduction system is running way too hot. Specifically, it is pointing its finger at the upstream temperature sensor for engine bank 2, which is the side of the engine where your number 2 cylinder lives. Modern diesel engines are great for torque and efficiency, but they produce a lot of nitrogen oxide ions, which are pretty nasty for the environment. While your exhaust gas recirculation system does a lot of the heavy lifting, it is not always enough to meet those strict emission standards. That is why the SCR system exists. It sprays diesel exhaust fluid, or DEF, into the exhaust stream right before the catalyst. This raises the temperature and helps the catalyst break down those pollutants more effectively. The computer monitors this whole process using temperature sensors before and after the catalyst. If the pre-catalyst sensor on bank 2 says things are getting too hot, the computer triggers this code and might even shut down the system to prevent a total meltdown. You really do not want to ignore this because a melted catalyst is a nightmare for your wallet. You should start by checking for any exhaust leaks before the catalyst, and then look for burnt wiring or damaged connectors around the sensors. Use a digital volt ohm meter to test the sensors themselves and compare the readings between the two engine banks using a scanner. If you see huge differences, you probably have a bad sensor or a faulty injector that is making the system work way too hard. Make sure your DEF tank is full and the fluid is not contaminated, because low-quality fluid can cause all sorts of temperature spike. This is a serious issue that can lead to permanent engine damage if you keep driving like this. So grab your diagnostic tools and let us figure out if it's just a simple sensor swap or something more involved with the controller program.